All right, YouTube, there is a very important topic that I wanted to bring up to all of you guys and make aware. So, you've all, I'm sure, are familiar at this point with this guy named Caleb Maupin. I've discussed, not like in any particular video, but I've discussed in like a few streams. I wasn't sure about the information and all that. I wasn't too privy on all of it because there was a lot of stuff going on Twitter and whatnot. But not too long ago, and yes, I'm sure you guys know that for those of you who saw my stream earlier, yeah, definitely was planning on staying up late because I slept super late today after working 2 double shifts and was absolutely exhausted because of it. So, with that, I'm up super late, of course, in the middle of the night, go figure, because I'm a night owl, 2:47 in the morning, and I'm going back and looking at this shit. But anyway, all that aside, so the Flame of Liberation, a channel that I am a big fan of and follow on Twitter, basically called out Caleb Maupin and made a 21-minute video on Caleb Maupin's abuses while he was in the center of, while he was a member of the Center of Political Innovation. Basically, Caleb Maupin has been, wait, it's Center of Political Innovation, right? Yeah. The Center of Political Innovation. Yep, that's correct. Okay, I just want to make sure I got that correct. Okay. So Caleb Maupin has been known and has been exposed for abuses amongst his ranks. He has paid a member for sex who he knew was economically desperate, wanted to push them out of the group and slander them, and has targeted people in their teens, used manipulative cult tactics in an effort to exploit them and their grievances and some of their concerns, and was trying to build off of them. So, what Caleb Maupin did has really screwed up this movement, this anti-imperialist movement. And Caleb Maupin, I've been a fan of for quite some time because I came across him when I came across the Flame of Liberation, and I've come across all sorts of other different anti-imperialist channels because I myself am an anti-imperialist. I'm an anti-imperialist, anti-hegemony, and a social revolutionary socialist, whatever you want to call it. Oh, I call myself social revolutionary, but Caleb Maupin's primary concern or whatever was never about being against imperialism. He was about self-gain at the expense of other people. So the Flame of Liberation his name is Nick. His video just made all the sense in the world to me. It's like this is a man who I have mad respect for. And I agree with on probably over 90% of the issues, probably close to 100% of the issues in the world today. And he's calling out someone within his own ranks. He's calling out a fellow comrade. And he's calling out now as a former comrade because he is no longer part of it. He deleted his Twitter account, and he's been absent from YouTube for quite some time after he's been streaming a lot recently and all that other stuff. So no, Caleb Maupin is obviously guilty. He's guilty. Like, Caleb Maupin is guilty of everything that the Center for Political Innovation is accusing him of. What Nick said, the main creator or host of his channel, that's his channel, the Flame of Liberation. He's called this out. And basically everyone within this group has called him out for this. Because they're not going to sit there, because this shows that these guys have integrity. And I have mad respect for them for doing this. Because if someone's being a sexual abuser, or they're being an emotional or physical abuser, then no, you need to tell this person to get the fuck out of here and don't ever come back. Like, keep walking and don't ever look back. And I've read a little thing from CPI members speak out. Medium.org/@CPI members speak out / Caleb Maupin's former comrades speak out. His abuses must stop. He said there's a variety of different statements that have been put out, and they all sound believable. They make all the sense in the world, because all these people in the center of political innovation who are anti-imperialists and are working to fight against American hegemony to make our country a better place. You think these people are going to derank or get rid of Caleb Maupin if this shit wasn't true? When this guy was like head of this group or was like the top of this group? I don't think so. This group was actually bigger than a group. And still is. And basically they're an anti-war movement. They've been labeled a corporation. They're like a think tank. He has abused, manipulated, and disregarded and shunned all sorts of members and people that were close friends. Half a decade loyal to him. Nobody knows what he's capable of. He's sexually and emotionally manipulative. That's what Caleb Maupin is. So, who we're dealing with here is a bad person. Who we're dealing with here is a sick person. And it doesn't matter how much they agree with you politically or whatever, because when it comes to abuses and all this other stuff, it's got nothing to do with politics anymore. What it has to do is it has to do with the fact that this is more than just about politics. This is about integrity and character. And Nick, aka the Flame of Liberation, has integrity and has character for speaking out against them. Because this kind of harassment, this kind of abuse and whatnot, this can happen in any ranking, in any form, in any political think tank. This can happen. And it is extremely important that more think tanks do this type of thing. Because if they allow somebody who is abusive and manipulative to run the joint and to tiptoe around while they're being emotionally abusive to fellow comrades, fellow workers, these people could be your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your niece, your nephew, your brother. Just anybody in your family could be your good friend. Caleb Maupin was a good friend of all of these people. But they saw through him. They knew exactly what he was about. And more people came forward. And Caleb Maupin got caught. That's why he deleted his Twitter when Nick, the Flame of Liberation, called him out. And if anybody thinks that Caleb Maupin is innocent, or if you think that he didn't do anything wrong, if you think that all these people, these comrades who are speaking out against him, are going to lie about him and just push him to the side for no reason at all, you're ridiculous. Because under no circumstances are they ever going to do something like this. They're not going to do that type of thing. You'd be out of your fucking mind. And why would all these people say this about Caleb Maupin? How many, I can't even begin to tell you how many statements I've read. How many different statements I've read on this. This is crazy. This whole thing is crazy. How many statements I've read. I've read over 5 statements. Probably 10, 15 statements. I'll link all of this in the description, including the Flame of Liberation's channel. It pains me. It really pains me, and it caught me by surprise. I just could not believe it. Caleb Maupin was argumentative. He did this, he did that. I first formally met Caleb Maupin in Philadelphia in July 2016 during the Democratic National Convention, protesting, running events with World Can't Wait. At the time, I was 18, enrolled playing college, yada, yada, yada. Caleb had my undivided attention and confided me multiple times as one of the few people who understood him, and all that other stuff. I haven't had much thought about Caleb until so-and-so. This is not about politics. I hope people who feel let down by these revelations. Oh, fuck. This is bad. Caleb made me feel like a star pupil of something to that effect when I was manipulative about providing large amounts of exposure and clout for himself and his organization. Once I made clear I was not just a manipulative pawn of his, I was dropped gradually from his interest. I believe he had a vision for CPI to be a loose cult around himself. So he basically wanted it all for himself. The dude was just a straight up fucking control freak, and is a control freak, and is manipulative. Caleb Maupin is the king of manipulation. No, Caleb Maupin is a bad dude, and I'm glad that he's not in the ranks. I've recently unsubscribed from him on YouTube. I've unfollowed him on Twitter, and Twitter, once I found out about this, I was gonna unfollow him, but then he deleted it like a little fucking bitch, a little pussy, and I unfollowed him on Facebook. Because I don't want anything to do with that. I don't want to be subscribed to someone who is this type of person. I don't want to be subscribed to this type of fucking person. I don't want to be subscribed to this guy. Absolutely not. So no, some takes on what the Flame of Liberation had to say. But no, Caleb Maupin, dude, fuck you. I almost feel betrayed. I almost feel like betrayed by what Caleb Maupin did. I looked up to him for like a long time, and then he pulls this shit. I'm sure this is how Nick feels. I'm sure this is how all the others feel. This is unbelievable. No, Caleb Maupin needs to be exposed. And I'm getting involved in the matter, and I'm sure some people are going to be like, well, Zach, why would you be getting involved in the matter? I'm getting involved in the matter because these are people that I'm fans of. I'm a fan of the Flame of Liberation. I myself am a fellow comrade. I'm a social revolutionary. Okay, left of the Democrats, and anti-imperialist and anti-hegemony. Okay, so when I see somebody who claims to be anti-imperialist and anti-hegemony and then turns around and is an abusive fuck, I'm going to call this person out, because I don't want to be affiliated with that type of person. I want nothing to do with this, and I know the Flame of Liberation wants nothing to do with it either. This is
realizing the truth about Caleb Maupin and contributing my statement to the document exposing him for his abuses was not an easy thing to do, and it was not done lightly. I have known Caleb Maupin and worked with him consistently for the past 8 years, since 2014, when he was a very prominent member of the Workers' World Party. I've consistently defended him and promoted him because I believed he was a genuine anti-imperialist. But when the facts of his horrendous abuses were made clear to me this summer, I realized that this had to come to light, and this could not be swept under the rug, excuses could not be made, and that despite my friendship and comradeship with Caleb Maupin for all of these years, he is not higher than anyone else. He is no better than any of the other comrades. He does not deserve special treatment over the comrades that he has abused over the years. And if I were to just think, oh, Caleb is my friend, he's my comrade for so long, I need to defend him against these allegations, that would be a total betrayal of all of the comrades who he abused in the statement you can see. So that was never an option. The term comrade is not just any other word. It has a significant meaning. It means you have loyalty to these people in struggle. And what Caleb Maupin did shows that he is totally dishonest. He has no principles in reality.
Devoid of
as much
any
as he
morals.
talks all of this stuff about anti-imperialism, socialism, all of this stuff, at the end of the day, and this is a hard pill for many to swallow. It was a hard pill for me to swallow, okay? I've known him longer than most of you trolls out there trying to defend him and attacking me and attacking the others who came out to expose him. I've known him way longer than you faceless trolls, okay? Most of you have never even met him, okay? So this was not done lightly. This was not an easy thing for any of us to do.
I've never met him either, but I've had interactions with him on YouTube. He's actually shouted me out on many of his live streams. I've done all sorts of things. So I've had a few interactions with him. So this pains me very well too. So yeah, anybody who's out there defending him and whatnot is a fucking idiot. And then I found leftism today with coming out and defending him, and I'm just like, oh my god, dude. You know, I enjoy leftism today from time to time because he does make some good stuff, though. But to see him defending Caleb Maupin, I'm just like a little bit bewildered, to say the least, but okay. I just don't understand this type of thing. Like, oh my
But
God.
the reality is that you need to realize it's a hard pill for you to swallow. It was a hard pill for me to swallow. But what you need to realize
Me too.
is that Caleb Maupin's primary concern is not fighting for anti-imperialism. His primary concern is promoting himself. His primary concern is self-gain and promoting himself at the expense of others. If this wasn't the case, he wouldn't have done what he did. I don't know if you realize, but he is a representative, not only of Center for Political Innovation and all the politics we stand for, patriotic socialism, anti-imperialism, and so on. He's a representative for RT. And he did this stuff as a representative of RT, not giving a damn about what kind of backlash this could have for RT, what kind of backlash this could have for Russia. So this is all on him. This is not on any of us. So all of you clowns those of you clowns out there who want to try and attack those of us who brought this forward, you should really think about this for a minute and stop being idiotic cultists for someone you never met, someone who doesn't give a damn about you, okay?
Right.
And I also want to be clear, despite the few idiotic trolls out there who are trying to make excuses and defend Caleb and make up all kinds of idiotic slander against Joey, Yankee Tanky, for example, against Keaton Mansfield and the others who have come forward.
And in all the people that are defending Caleb Maupin, it's like, okay, well, based on everything about him, you know what Caleb Maupin would do to you guys defending him? He would dump you and get rid of you in a matter of seconds if it wasn't convenient for him.
Despite those idiotic, miserable trolls who really have nothing better to do with their lives besides defending someone that they never met and someone who doesn't even give a damn about them, despite those few idiots, the vast majority of people have been extremely supportive. So many people have come forward in support of those of us who came forward because they understand reality. They
Including me.
understand that this is the truth and that what Caleb Maupin did is totally unacceptable. And I want to thank all of you for all of your kind words who have come out and supported all of us, and we really appreciate all of your support, and because this was necessary. If we're serious about what we stand for, if we're serious about fighting for socialism and anti-imperialism, we cannot allow this type of stuff to be going on.
And if anyone is serious about anything that they are promoting and they're supportive of and anything like that, if someone like this is in your rank, fuck them. Get rid of them. Clean house.
This cannot be swept under the rug. A lot of people, okay. Now,
Good on Nick for doing this.
some of these people defending Caleb are complete idiots. Other people understand this is very big news. This is shocking, and people don't know what to make of this. So we give some leniency to people. You know, there are some people maybe that don't understand the full situation and who will come around to understand the situation. So
That was me at first.
I don't want to put everyone in the same boat who is not understanding the situation fully as putting them in the same boat as these idiotic trolls. But some people maybe legitimately wonder why couldn't have this been handled, quote unquote, internally. Well, there are many attempts to do this internally. If you look at the document, this abuse has been going on for years. In 2019, member 1 posted these screenshots and attempted to have this handled internally. She was pushed out of the group and demonized and slandered and lied about.
Unbelievable.
Recently with this, other members have spoken with Caleb one-on-one and tried to resolve their situations with him, and he did what he did. You can read the statements. So this was attempted to be done internally with each
Link in the description, all of these statements.
person. Now, if you're saying, well, you should have exhausted every avenue before trying to bring this forward, well, this is Well, look, on one hand, I will say, even myself at certain points, I wished this could have been handled internally. Trust me. Just on a human level, it's very difficult to bring all of this stuff that is so damning of him forward, just being someone who's known him for so long. But I have to put that personal connection aside and look at the facts of what he did. And that's why I contributed my statement to this, and that's why I supported this and supported this coming forward. Because another thing that people don't realize who maybe are questioning why this could have been handled internally, another reason is I think you're sort of just imagining that this could just magically have worked if it was done internally. Do you think really contacting CPI members about this situation, this wouldn't have gotten back to Caleb? I mean, do you really think this magically would have worked out doing it internally and just the people bringing it forward wouldn't just get pushed out and slandered, which is what he had done to people over the years
It would continue
consistently? How do you think that this would have been handled internally successfully, would have magically all worked out? Now look, I understand why you wish it could have been done internally, because this is a very difficult situation right now. It's a very painful situation. It's very ugly, but there truly was no other way. And the other fact is that as much as I might personally feel I had this friendship and I considered Caleb to be a comrade for all these years, he does not have some special privilege that his abuses should not be known by everyone. He doesn't get that special privilege to have this swept under the rug and have this be a secret. No.
Good
He
for
will
you,
have the right
brother.
to know what he did.
Good
And
for you.
anyone saying otherwise is basically defending him, whether you realize it or not. Now, I'm hoping you will realize how ridiculous this is, this idea of this being swept under the rug and people don't have a right to know about it. No, when he's done this, he doesn't get for this to be a secret. Now, at the same time, this is not cancel culture, and anyone trying to claim that this is cancel culture has no idea what they're talking about. If you know myself, you know the channel Flame of Liberation,
Yeah.
I am totally against those sorts of things, and this is totally different. And the reason why it's different is because we're not here to just demonize Caleb unfairly. We're bringing forward the facts, and we give credit where credit is due. We're not making a caricature of him trying to say he's completely pure evil. We realize that he has serious issues and he needs to get help. And
Yeah, that's pretty much what it all comes down to. He needs serious help, and I think the general rule and the lesson that we have learned after this is don't trust Caleb Maupin with anything, with any big group, any big organization, nothing. And anyone defending him, you're basically degrading your own character, because Caleb Maupin is a master manipulator. This is the type of person that he is. Probably always has been. Perhaps always will be. Hopefully he gets the help that he needs. And kudos to him for speaking out against this. To Nick for speaking out against this. But, yeah, so basically he goes on in that clip and he talks more about it. So you guys can go watch the video, and I'll link it in the description along with Flame of Liberation's channel and Caleb Maupin's former comrades speaking out against all of these statements and whatnot. So I just wanted to put that out there because it's really important. So I just wanted to put that out there for everybody because this is important. Caleb Maupin was someone I was sort of promoting on my channel for a while in streams and whatnot. So I also thought it was very important to provide an update on this. So that's why I wanted to do that tonight. Well, this morning at this point. That's why I wanted to do that. But I will, yeah. So that's about it for now. I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. And kudos to the Flame of Liberation for speaking out against him and all the other comrades that are speaking out against him. I think it's good, and I hope Caleb Maupin gets help for his problems and whatnot, and I hope he understands the value of humanity and what it's like to not and to treat others better in the future, because it's going to be hard. I mean, for after what Caleb did, but dude has serious issues, and he needs to build on himself and work on himself, because nobody else can do it for him. He needs to do it himself. So So pretty much, I feel like fuck him, but at the same time, I'm like, get some help. That's all I gotta say on that topic. But if I hear anything else about this, I will definitely bring it up and post it on this channel. But because I, as a fellow anti-imperialist, as someone who is a fellow socialist revolutionary, it is very important to speak out on these issues when you see your fellow comrades acting like this and doing this type of shit. It's not acceptable. It's not acceptable behavior in any place, in any forum. It's not acceptable, and we need to continue to speak out. So, shout out to Flame of Liberation. Kudos to him, and I hope Caleb Maupin gets some serious help, because he seriously needs that help. But anyway, that's about it for now. I'll see you all again next time with more videos and streams coming up this week. Stay tuned for more. Next time, when I get the chance, I'll be back with more videos and other stuff. See y'all again in the next video, stream, premiere, whatever it happens to be. More stuff on the way, coming your way. I'll see y'all again, and I will see y'all again next time. Bye for now. Take care, Pete, and I will catch you all then. Shout out to Flame of Liberation, and hope Caleb gets help. But at the same time, I think we learned something. Don't trust Caleb Maupin. And I hope that more people do stuff like this and call people out within their ranks, like Nick, the Flame of Liberation, has done, because more people in these forums need to continue to speak out. Peace out.